Welcome to another episode of Rainbow Popcorn. We are 2 out of 3 brothers watching TV through a rainbow lens. Hello, Brett.
Hey,
Hey, fucking guy, cunt.
hey, fucking idiot.
We watched Deadloch.
Yes, we did.
That's
watch
not how
Deadloch.
we talk.
Last episode, we talked about Heartbreak High.
Yep.
And at the top of our notes, it said good. So that was our summary.
Yep.
At the top of the notes for Deadloch, it says lesbians. So that's our summary. Thank you.
Yep.
Our one-word review
Deadloch.
of Deadloch.
4.5
lesbians.
out of 5 stars, lesbians. That's just what I'm going to put on
4.5.
Letterboxd.
No, I was going to say something, but I was like, what can I say that's not going to offend someone, and I will not continue my sentence.
All right, we don't need to be cancelled. There are lots of lesbians in Deadloch.
Yeah.
And in season 2, some that you didn't know were lesbians become lesbians.
And some that were lesbians weren't.
What?
I don't know, I just speaking in roundabouts.
I don't think someone becomes unlesbian.
Ask Anne Heche. She's dead, and that's a dated reference.
And not to do with Deadloch.
No.
2 seasons of Deadloch, 4 years apart.
Yeah.
Which,
So I had to do a little bit of a recap on the first season because I did watch it when it first came out.
Yeah, and
So
I didn't. And I've been raving out about it, and Brett's like, I don't remember.
I don't remember. Now I remember, thanks to AI-generated trailers.
So do I. That's in a Goosebumps episode. Now I remember. So do I. Isn't it?
The fuck?
Something?
No idea.
One of my vocal stims. All right, so it's written by Kate McCartney and Kate McClellan. Very funny ladies.
Yes.
If you haven't watched the catering show, do it, where they take the piss out of morning TV by being the before morning TV show. Like they're the show that's on at 4 a.m.
Yeah, great.
And they're very funny. I don't know, confirmed or not, if they are lesbians, but they've written a lot of lesbians.
Okay.
So I don't want to assume things, but if 2 women writing comedy together aren't lesbians and decided to write all these lesbian characters, they've done a very good job.
They've nailed it because there's a lot of lesbianisms.
They're also like very good at writing comedy. I already knew that.
Yes.
But as a mystery, this ticks all of the boxes, both seasons, of mystery writing.
Yeah, it is very good. And it's there's a lot of, because with the mystery writing, as I know,
From me telling
there
you.
has to be different things. Ooh, could it? Is it? Ooh, but because you can't give it away too early.
Yep.
But they need to be some reference to it there early on. So at the end, you're like, yes, that guy.
Well, and so that if you rewatch, you could pick up the clues the second time,
Yeah.
which I'm going to say season 1 was not as strong at season 2.
Okay. Yes.
When it was revealed, spoiler review, by the way,
Yeah, people died
when it was revealed that Ray Pies was the killer
in season 1, yes.
in season 1, I was kind of like, that came out of nowhere. I didn't at any point suspect Ray to be the killer.
Okay, yeah.
I did quite like the reason that he was a killer. He was the killer, and it was funny, and it fit with the whole theme of these toxic men cracking the shits because their town's being taken over by lesbians.
Yep.
It did fit that he was killing all of these toxic men because he suddenly realised he needed to be an ally.
Yes, so he was killing toxic men for the good of humanity.
For the good of women.
Yeah.
Because he used to live in Deadloch and then moved to Sydney
Yep.
and realised how bad women have it. So he decided to come back to Deadloch and kill all of the toxic men.
Yep.
Which is funny.
Which is a good twist.
Yes. And
I guess.
Because up until kind of that point in season 1, you were just believing that it was one of the lesbians
Yep.
that were killing these men. And you were, kind of led to believe that it was Sky or it was the older woman who'd given all of the scholarships to the women.
Yeah.
Manipulating. And I really liked the idea, the concept of like this town of interconnected lesbians killing people who had wronged them. or interconnected women
Yes.
killing people who had wronged them.
Like a coven.
Yeah, but not in like a
Witchy way.
AHS season 6 way.
3 and 13.
I took a guess. Oh, was another coven coming back.
Everybody's back. And Ariana Grande.
Yeah, I was going to say Sabrina Carpenter, but that's not right. Ariana Grande. Is everyone back? Off topic. It's
Some of them never left, Lee.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Ryan Murphy.
it's good at being a mystery, but also having a point. And the point
Yes.
of the toxic masculinity, or
Yep.
the guys are just generally assholes. Thing of season 1 was very strong.
Yeah.
Season 2 is kind of crocs are assholes.
Well,
or people are assholes about their crocs.
There wasn't so
Not the shoes,
much.
the crocodiles.
Yeah, well, that's a reason to kill. There wasn't so much of a social
Commentary.
reasoning. There was some social commentary in there about Indigenous affairs.
Yes.
And it was more intertwining business corruption stuff
I
in
think
season 2.
I think the social theme wasn't as strong in season 2. And I don't mean that like it wasn't as well written.
Yes.
It wasn't as prevalent
It wasn't
in the story.
main point of it.
But they had Indigenous and Aboriginal things, which they had in season 1 as well, because they had that island
Yes.
that the old lady owned that the community wanted back.
Yep.
But in this one, it was a bit of the mistreatment by the police,
Yep.
as well as the land, because there was that deregulated zone that the traditional owners wanted back. But I think it was a bit more about how we treat our natural world in Australia.
Yeah.
Am I drawing too long a bow there?
No.
Because there was a lot of talk about like these endangered beautiful creatures.
Yes.
The crocodiles, not the
Yep.
shoes.
Yep.
And also the land and the river and who owns the river, and, we're just making this a tourist thing. And then there was the hunting thing on there as well.
Yeah, I think that was that was there, but it wasn't as prevalent as a social commentary or a political message.
No,
if you will.
You're probably right, but it was there and it was well intertwined.
Yeah, and both of the seasons in the writing, the main stories are all very well intertwined. That by the end of it, they're kind of all connected,
Yep.
but maybe not in the way that you think.
Yeah. I didn't think the third Hemsworth brother was going to be connected to the commissioner.
No, that surprised me. So if there was anything that, like you were saying about Ray Pies, that came out of nowhere, was a bit of a, does that make sense? That was maybe
Yep.
in season 2.
When it came out of that it was the hunting and that was the third Hemsworth brother,
That makes sense.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That he got the cops on side,
Luke
was a little
Hemsworth.
bit, yeah,
We'll give him a name.
was a little bit not as obvious and almost unexpected.
Yeah, because I think when Moonboot, whose name I
Yeah.
actually can't remember,
Luke,
says
his character name is Luke.
you do the same, you'd follow orders.
Yep.
Then you're like, why is Luke Hemsworth giving you orders? But then it's the commissioner is giving him orders, and then it was a bit of a drawing a long bow as to why he was involved. I don't know. It didn't fully for
Well, it was
me.
just corruption.
Well, yeah, but it also maybe didn't need to be another layer that they had to tie in, because there was already a bit going on with people stealing and killing and harvesting crocodiles. That's not the right word.
No, harvesting is not hunting.
No, but like
Getting
they're
the bits of.
no. Anyway, whatever. Then it was like this Don Darrell guy's murder, and
Yep.
then also we went back for Eddie's past partner Bushy.
Oh, and there was the
That murder.
missing Swedish backpackers
Then there's the missing Swedish backpackers
that ended up being lesbians.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
So then it was those 4 things were already going on. We didn't need to then add on to it, oh, by the way, the commissioner's corrupt.
I think that did a job of like explaining things. It may not have been necessary.
Actually, because then during the way it was, it was being made to look like different people had done things,
Yes.
different murders,
Yep.
that it did kind of explain why it set up Eddie's father as the murderer of that guy and then why it set up Eddie as the murderer of that guy. So it did explain that, I guess.
The commissioner could, frame whoever he wanted.
Yep.
I did have something else to say about that. Oh, from a writing perspective, one thing of the police operations that were different, very different in season 2 to season 1, is the presence of the commissioner, the superintendent. He wasn't the commissioner, he was a superintendent.
Okay, yes.
In season 1, the superintendent/commissioner was just on the phone, was like, don't fuck this up or I'm going to take over. Whereas the superintendent in season 2 was much more of a presence.
Yeah, because he
Which
was
could have
corrupt
been
and
like,
there.
well, if we're going to write a lot more of him in there, that's probably a clue to the viewer that he's involved somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
One suspect that I liked as a bit of a callback to season 1, and I'm glad that it didn't end up being them, was Mickey, the animal control lady.
Yep.
Because Eddie had suddenly fallen in crush with her. And then at one point when Mickey was the subject, Eddie was like, fuck, I can really pick him fucking, can't I?
Yeah.
Because it was Ray Pies, who she rooted in season 1, who was the killer. And I was like, surely that means it's not Mickey.
That would have been bad if it did end up like that.
They wouldn't have made Eddie, suddenly realised she was queer in 2 different ways and then have that all become fucked because Mickey ends up being the killer.
Yeah.
Are we going to say anything about that sudden change of Eddie's character?
I don't think it's much of a sudden change in terms of sexuality.
Well,
I wasn't surprised, but I did also like that in season 1 that she wasn't a lesbian or queer in any way.
Season 1, she was...
Is that a weird thing to say?
No, she was straight. And as much as obviously we love representation, where if everyone had been a lesbian, like Susie Youssef, the mayor, wasn't.
Yeah.
Abby, Big Eyes, wasn't. Sven was. But Eddie wasn't, to contrast the very, very lesbian Dulcie.
Yeah.
And then in about episode 4, they suddenly... suddenly probably sounds like I'm putting a negative spin on it. They changed their pronouns during this season.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. I just... No, it's
Question
fine.
why?
No, I think it's fine. The more I think about it, now live on air,
Great.
I think it's fine.
Cool.
Because that's one of the things that people can just be like, yeah, I'm going to try these pronouns for a bit and see if they fit better than my current feeling. And if they do, great. And if they don't, that's okay. At least I know something more about myself now.
Yes. I think it was good.
And I'm going to make out with the animal control chick in the pool at the end of the show.
Yay, lesbians.
She's good. The animal control chick, Mickey.
The acting in both seasons generally across the board is very good.
Kate Box
is
Dulcie,
very good.
Very good.
Because she, for lack of a better word, she's the straight man.
Yeah.
And so she is, for the most part, calm, collected, monotone compared to Eddie's fucking here you go, cunt.
Yeah, that's a good impression.
Thank you.
It's not hard to do, actually.
I channeled my ancestors. But then does subtle things that still is funny.
Yep.
Like in that last episode of the second season where she's at the gay bar and then is like asking the guy to do the footage, and then she just goes, "Can you go back to 10 o'clock or whatever?" And then she's like, I on it, just do it. I will never come back here again, please.
Yeah.
Like it's little, like it's well written.
But the humour in her character is well written because it's not jokey. The humour comes from often how serious she is about something. Or even when she's delivering something like that line, she delivers it seriously.
Yes.
Or later when she's driving back to save Eddie in that episode and Dave Dobbin's Slice of Heaven tries to play again on the radio and she's like, not today, and then turns the radio off really emphatically.
Yeah.
And that to me is good character writing. I think a lot of people out there can write good comedy.
Yep.
But if you can write different jokes for this character than you would write for this character, like it would not make sense for Dulcie all of a sudden, for like at the end, if you want Dulcie to be funny, for Dulcie to make the joke about Eddie's wet face print being in her tits.
Yes.
A lot of writers could easily just suddenly have Dulcie say that. It doesn't make sense for characterization. And that's what Kate and Kate have done really well.
Yeah. I think, because if you think of the 4 characters that are in both seasons, so Dulcie, Eddie, Abby,
Big eyes,
and wife, Kath, thank you. They're all 4 very different characters.
Yep.
And they're all written very well.
And across 2 seasons have arcs. Like Dulcie does loosen up a bit by the end of the second season.
Yes.
Abby drops the C-bomb a couple of times during season 2.
Hilarious.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And I love her, and I love her in Utopia as well.
Yeah.
And
the wife gets less annoying.
oh, thank God.
I actually really liked her in the second season.
Season 2, she was great, and I love how much she loved working in the pub.
Yeah.
But in season 1, oh my God, I could not handle her. I was
But I think that was the point.
I understand that your wife wants to leave you right now.
Yeah, well, the point.
It was the
It was adding to the tension of this poor Dulcie. Far out. She's got a lot going on.
Yeah. I do think, yes, and then Eddie's character arc from, fucking hang on, cunt, and being kind of this little isolated person to now she's back in town, she's reconnected with her father, she had a bit of a cry about mum, she's got a girlfriend, how good is Vag?
Yep.
And da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Good, 4 good arcs. I was so happy at the end of season 1 when Abby fucked off James, the fiancé.
Oh, yeah.
That was almost a cheer at the TV moment for me because he was a dick. And she even said that. She's like, because he's a dick. Like, yeah, he is.
She's very good. Just the way she speaks, it was really funny. Ma'ams, we're just stuck on the bridge because of wildlife.
I love how she calls them ma'ams. And I love her obsession with group chats.
Yes.
But then
Gaze
Leon...
Days and Eddie. Oh,
Abby. Gaze Days and Abby. And Leon goes, we've talked about this. Remove me from every group chat.
Yeah.
And I identify a lot with Leon. I can't do a group chat. Leo. The locals of Barra Creek call them Leon, even though their name is Leo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And at the end, it's very confused. Funny when it's at the end wrapping up and they're in the pool and we're going to this. We got to do. She's like, I don't.
The Croatian booze cruise.
I don't drink. And you go, but you're 24. You got to live. And they go, I'm 36. And she's like, what? It's very funny.
Like even Kath's like, what?
Yeah. But I think that the other thing that is very good writing is that it's very intense. There's a lot going on and it's bangity bang, mile a minute.
Yep.
So much happening that a lot of the time it's like hard to keep up sometimes with who. At one point in season 2, I think I forgot who John or Luke or Matthew or Mark, one of the apostles, I forgot who they were. And then I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then who's Noah or something? And then I'm like, well, I don't know why I'm going biblical.
There's not a Noah in the season.
Know. And
there's also not a John or a Matthew.
I don't know. I was naming names. And then I was like, I don't remember who that person's name is, but is that the redheaded moon boot? And is that
Luke
that
is
the
Moonboot.
thing? And see, I got one right.
Yep.
And then who's Job? I don't know. And so there's a lot going on. But what they do is, because a lot of it is serious, that they still make it funny because of the words that are said. So end of
Yep.
the climax of season 2,
So to
if
speak.
you will, is, they're going to, they're chasing an old mate down Dickie's knob.
Yep.
And, and then she's like, I'm at the head. I've got to go this way. I'm going down the shaft. I'll meet you at the balls.
Yeah.
So it's this intense moment of what the fuck's going on. But then they chuck that writing in. So then you just still like, relieve some of the tension.
Yes. Very good.
Also, it's just the words shaft and balls are funny.
And Dickie's and Knob.
Yeah.
But it's also...
It's also believable that there's a place called Dickie's
Well,
Knob.
that's what I was going to say. In Australia, if you look around the map of Australia, there's 100% a chance a place could be called Dickie's Knob. And if you're an American audience watching it, you're like, well, that's just a joke. I'm like, no, actually, we do have places called something Knob.
Yeah.
And we do have Dickie's
Yeah.
something.
I think what I will say, though, in terms of the writing and the depictions, more so probably in the second season because they're in the Northern Territory, perhaps,
Yep.
that it is very stereotypically Australian of how some foreigners, that's for lack of a better word,
Yep.
would think of us. So if some of this acting was done and written by Americans, I'd be like, you're taking the piss, this is offensive. Especially
Okay.
Don Darrell's family and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
woman who's there all fucking
Darrell. What a name.
You know what I
Don
mean?
Darrell is a great name.
Yeah. And they say it about 27 times in
But
one
I-
episode.
I think you're right. I think they may have taken that a little bit too far in terms of the accent, but that's not everyone in Barra Creek.
Well, yeah.
Like,
It's a lot of them.
and it's not everyone in the show. Like Dulcie and Kath are obviously very different. The commissioner, the superintendent is like that. The two ladies that at least at the start of the show are straight that run the pub are not like that. So they have got that, but I think that's a representation of that family rather than this is what people near Darwin are.
Yeah.
And because Luke Hemsworth is not like that. The Aboriginal family is not like that.
Yeah, true.
And so I think particularly with the Aboriginal family not being like that, like the Aboriginal family definitely don't have the stereotypical Aboriginal accent in the way they talk. They almost talk, quote, speak better than the Darrell family.
Yes.
And that could be
Well,
a thing
they
like,
do.
this is just a fucking bogan family
They are, yes.
that have been on this
That are
river
maybe
for 3
inbred?
generations. Possibly inbred because I think at one point Troy calls his grandma also his mum.
He says, get away from my mum.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yep. So I'm not like Troy could be grandma's son, but he's raised by the mum.
I don't know. It got a bit confusing.
Because also, yeah, and I think I don't know, and I don't know if us as an audience were meant to be confused or just Dulcie when we assumed that when they were interviewing the family, that guy was a brother but was actually the husband of Nikki Britton's character, Amber. Amber's
Yes.
husband, everyone thought was another brother.
Yeah.
And I think that possibly is a hint of the inbredness.
incestuism. Yeah.
Troy's character is funny. When he
Yeah.
does his little eulogy and he says the end at the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
is good. And I follow him on TikTok, Blake Pavey.
Cool.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else do we want to say? I think representation across both series very good.
Yeah.
Because even though they're small towns,
Yep.
they're ethnically diverse.
Yeah.
Particularly Barra Creek, probably more so than Deadloch.
Mm-hmm.
But Susie Youssef, if you went to a lot of small towns, and even 5 years ago, if you wrote a show about a small town, it would not have a, quote, ethnic mayor.
Yes.
Probably wouldn't have
Yeah.
a mayoress, let alone one
that's
that
true.
has a heritage that is not white Australian.
Yeah.
But then there's the women that own the pub.
Yep.
Abby, Leo, who ticks 2 diversity boxes, and even Eddie, being half white. I'm doing a lot of air quotes for anybody listening because they're very generic ways of describing. Half white, half Indian.
Yeah.
And
From Fiji.
Fiji Indian, yeah.
Yep.
So even more diverse. And so I think they've done that really well. And again, no one
Has a problem
has
with
a problem with it. No one uses the wrong pronouns for Leo. The joke is that they keep calling them Leon instead of Leo, and then at the end, the one that rings from Marketplace just calls them Lee.
Yeah.
And
The funny thing that actually worked with the pronouns was when the Indigenous guy that was in the croc suit that they thought
Al, the young guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was like, no, something, they did this. And then because he said they,
Yeah.
Eddie goes, not
my
my
Mentos.
Mentos, not Leo. They, this, you said they. He goes, no, I said they because I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of funny and taking the piss a bit.
I think it's a bit of Eddie's arc as well. Eddie's learning a lot about the queer community across these 2 seasons. And obviously Eddie has got in their head, Leo is they, Leo is they, Leo is they. So when Al says they just go, that's Leo.
Yeah. But it was good. I think the other thing I really enjoy about both seasons is that they are in small towns.
Yeah.
And it's not in, Melbourne or Sydney, and it's not in even Victoria or New South Wales, that it is in Tasmania and Northern Territory.
Darwin area.
It is, kind of underrepresented states. I hear that next season 3 is going to be in ACT. So there you go.
I like it for those reasons, underrepresented cities and states, but also they've shot really well the Aussie bush.
Yeah, because it does make it look very picturesque.
Yeah.
Which can probably be hard to do in some parts of Darwin.
Well, you've got the river, like the rivers around the fictional, I assume, town of Barra Creek. They've just shot the river well and shot them walking through the bush in both seasons really well, and it's showing different side of Australia.
Yeah.
Not like, someone's murdered in Sydney again.
Yeah.
They don't need to worry about that because NCIS is in Sydney now, so they're solving all the murders.
Yeah. Dulcie won't have a job.
No.
She doesn't now.
She doesn't have a job. She's a storm chaser. Fuck, I fucking love weather.
That's so good.
Lesbians, if you're listening, is that a lesbian thing?
I love it. No, it's such a funny callback, though, that you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
And then the other callback at the end is when there was that guy that kept entering to win a jet ski.
Yeah.
And then the final call is, does anybody know this guy? He's just won a jet ski.
I hope Eddie claims it.
Well, I hope the actual guy claims it. Oh, he's dead. Or is he in prison?
Or is he...
Or is he just gone?
No. Isn't it Eddie's dad using a fake name? No. Eddie's dad was there. No, but...
It's one of his fake names. Because remember, that's Frank whatever. Oh, that's one of his names.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is. I think so. That seemed like so long ago.
I did like the little joke of Roger, surname redacted.
That was really good.
Being a little sovereign citizen and having his little moments. And when Eddie goes to interview him, he goes, I have to say, I do not recognise your authority here, so I will not be answering any of your questions.
Yeah. I think that, and we talked about last week when we were talking about Heartbreak High, is that it's kind of watching a show where it's all the kind of Australianisms and that language is in there is good.
Yes.
And this one does it to like the nth degree. What was it when Luke Hemsworth's character has his shorts and he wants them washed. And he goes, you got to give that a sard.
Yeah.
Like the sard pre-wash thing. And there was something else.
Could have been a nappy. Could have been a nappy sand.
It was in one of the episodes toward the end where Eddie thought that Bushy had murdered things and done the stuff with the crocs or whatever, and had the shirt and threw it on the ground. It was all dirty. And then she's like, no. Dulcie was like, no, don't do that.
You love that shirt.
You love that shirt. And then it was like, no, you've got to go. It's like, well, just give it a hot wash. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's like stuff like that that's it's kind of good that they don't kind of try and fancify it.
And then to contrast what I bitched about Amory saying the C word at the end of Heartbreak High.
Oh, yeah.
Towards the end of Deadloch, well, everybody uses the C word without a problem, but the best use of it, and I think the most Aussie use of it, was when Moonboot rocked up to Eddie's dad's place.
Yes.
And Eddie's dad goes, now who's this cunt here? Like, yes, that is exactly how we use the C word.
Because somebody would actually say that.
Yeah, I probably have said
And
that.
I'm pretty sure a few times in the show, people referred to people as old mate, which I love.
Old mate, yeah.
Because it can really, it's a multi-use thing.
Yeah.
Like, it can be like, old mate is your friend. It's similar to the C word. Old mate can be your friend, or old mate can be you're not your mate.
One of my favourite uses of the word mate, just for any non-Australian speaking listeners or viewers, is the way that we say your mate.
Oh, yeah.
In Australia.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if we were at the pub and some guy who neither of us liked rocked up, I'd be like, your mate's here.
I'd be like, fuck.
We're like, oh, shit. Whereas if you are actually someone's mate, it's a good thing.
Well, yeah, but it's also the thing of like, you're talking to someone like, why are they like that? And they go, I don't know, your mate.
Yeah.
It's a similar kind of thing. It's your mate. Ask him.
When mum does something silly, be like, have you heard what your mother did?
Yeah. It's the same thing.
It's your mother.
Is that just us? Or?
No, people do that, I reckon.
Yeah.
Let us know if you do that as well.
No, do you? Probably.
No, surely that's not... Like, I know we're, funny in our own unique way, but we're not that unique.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I thought I was one of a kind. But anyway.
You are, brother. You are.
Your mate.
Your mate. Go, you...
No, you go, because I feel like maybe I was going to wrap up.
Oh, okay.
Not wrap up, but could be the start of a wrap up.
Well, I was just going to talk about the retiring senior sergeant.
Oh, yes,
Who
her
was
from
leaving.
all those things you've seen her in.
Oh, actually, that town has no senior sergeant now.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Because she retired and she's off, Pat.
Yeah.
Luke, Moonboot,
Dead.
got shot.
The only other cop was Eddie.
But Eddie has to turn in her badge.
Eddie gone. Dulcie's given up.
Eddie's fine.
No, but
unless they quit.
They're going to quit.
Dulcie's leaving. So
Dulcie's leaving. So they're without any...
Barra Creek's without a thing, and the city of Darwin is without a superintendent.
So shit's fact. Well, no comment. Yes, you're going to say.
Pat had a little bit of a sad ending because no one came to her retirement party.
No.
But then she chose to...
she chose violence.
Yeah, as the kids say. She chose to still feel powerful by picking on a 10-year-old Indigenous kid. Which,
yes,
I said that seemed a bit sudden in its turn. It was relevant.
Yes.
And worthy of comment.
Yes.
And absolutely tracks for a probably 60s white territory police officer to behave in that way.
Yeah.
It did seem a little sudden in terms of the storyline.
And especially her storyline, because we hadn't seen much of her.
It was just like, oh, I'm retiring, oh, my back's stuffed, I can't lift all this metal that the guy got with his big magnet.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she turned.
Yeah.
Which was an added story, but it was a good story. And it did also make Mickey be more than just like the animal control woman.
Yes.
It made her very clearly, for story and for commentary purposes, an Indigenous character.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
But they got the happy ending and they ended up with the dog. Bushy's dog. Sprog, which is, again, such an Aussie thing.
Sprog. The other funny bits was when it was going back to like talking about serious stuff and making it funny because of when they've got a pet crocodile called Third pet.
Yeah.
I fed third pet, it's fourth pet.
Three pet
or whatever. It was, it's
triple
so funny
pet.
because it's a triple pet.
Fuck.
It's fourth pet, yeah.
I'm so bad with names.
Yeah.
Fed triple pet, it's fourth pet.
I have to say this.
Okay. Lucky you didn't wrap up the episode before then.
It was so good to see former Constable Dash McKinley back
in the police force.
and she's made her way up. I don't care this is a Blue Heelers reference for anybody that's following on. I don't care if they tried to kill her off by giving her cancer and then she moved to Melbourne. But she went back to the force, obviously.
Yes.
And now she's worked her way up to detective or whatever the fuck she was.
But she's internal
and now
affairs.
She's gone Barra Creek.
Well, she's from Adelaide.
With the thing. Tasma Walton, well done.
She was from Adelaide and they sent her up to Barra Creek for the internal affairs investigation.
There you go. From
a bike riding probationary constable Dash McKinley.
Yep.
Deirdre.
From Mount Thomas all the way to internal affairs. I loved it. I don't know if they're the same character.
They're not.
They're not, and I don't care. In my mind, they are.
So does that open up Eddie to investigate a murder in Mount Thomas?
Nah.
Well, you just said they're in the same universe.
No, only in my
Because
mind.
Deirdre McKinley, which is Dash's real name, is still in there.
Maybe, or maybe she needs to go back to Mount
Imagine
Thomas.
that. They reboot Blue Heelers but completely change the tone and have it written by the Cates.
Yeah, well, then it's not being filmed in Williamstown then, let me tell you.
No.
They don't use that word in Williamstown, Lee.
Not enough lesbians in Williamstown. I don't know. I haven't done a survey.
So what are your thoughts on potentials for a third season?
I feel like the Cates won't do it.
Yep.
Because very clearly at the end of season 2, they knock on the door and say, we're here to investigate Bushy's murder, which sets up season 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But then it took them 4 years to make season 2. They haven't set up season 2.
Yep. And because it was very much like...
season 3, I mean.
Eddie and Dulcie are both not going to be cops anymore.
Yeah.
So it is a bit of a kind of a foot period.
You know what I would
Full
watch,
stop.
though? A medical examiner type show of just Abby.
Yeah, okay. Abby and Leo.
Abby and Leo.
It'd be a good show.
But Leo is a podcaster.
Well, maybe it's more Only Murders in the Building with Leo.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Only
but
Murders in the Outback.
Leo said they're getting away from true crime.
Oh, because white people can deal with other people's trauma or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And I think, didn't they say they were going to do something about the pub?
Can't remember. No, yeah.
They said,
Yeah.
I'm recording this as well in case this case goes nowhere, which I think it will.
Yes. I can't remember what that was specifically, but they did have a backup plan.
Yep.
Cool.
But I would watch a season of Abby, like episodically, a different crime each week.
Yeah, fuck Scarpetta. Give us Abby.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's not going to happen,
No,
unfortunately.
that's fine.
But I am keen to see Eddie, Madeline Sawi in more things.
Yeah,
I think they're great.
Yeah.
Kate Box is in the movie Jimpa, which we still haven't seen.
We should really see that.
We should really see
I
that.
feel like we say that at the end of every episode.
Abby's going to be in more things. But like season 1 and season 2, just a bunch of good Aussie talent.
It's a good mix of, I know them from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then they were in Home and Away. And new
Luke
talent.
Hemsworth. Yeah, but also like comedians who just do comedy shows like Susie Youssef is a comedian, Nikki Britton is a comedian, Blake Pavey is a comedian.
Yeah.
And but also people that have been in shows and other things like Roger, surname redacted.
Yep.
He's been in a few of the Shakespeare in the Gardens plays that I've seen.
Oh, okay. There you go. Legit.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I've seen him. Oh, he's done Shakespeare. And now he's a sovereign citizen in the town of Barra Creek.
Yeah, great.
With no surname.
No surname. Surname redacted. But
That's
no,
so funny.
very good. Very enjoyable.
Very good.
Keeps you in, like, they're longish episodes.
Yeah.
They're not like heaps long, but 45 to 55 minutes. But they don't drag.
I probably should have taken a break before the last episode. I didn't know it was going to be a full hour.
Yep.
And I missed a couple of things. We just rewatched the last half an hour to refresh before we came in. And I actually missed the point where Don Jr. shot himself.
Oh, because that was kind of a big point,
Yeah.
Lee. Yeah.
Must have been like doing something on my phone and then someone got shot. And I assumed Grandma shot DJ. But he accidentally shot himself.
Yeah, there you go. I thought that I'd pick that one.
I missed that.
I expected that.
I am very glad that Luke Hemsworth, Jason Wade,
Thank you.
got eaten by a croc.
Great.
Because I'm like, if we go through this whole fucking 6 episodes.
And everybody's in the lunch position near the river.
Everyone's in the lunchbox position or whatever. And we see body parts in crocs. We don't actually see someone getting eaten by a crocodile.
Yeah.
Wasted
very
opportunity.
happy. And I'm glad it was him.
Yeah.
It was looked quite good. Like, very
was
good
well done.
effects and stuff.
We talked last week about Rebecca Gibney and Sigrid Thornton at some point making a choice not to go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Do you
Why
think
did
Luke
Luke
make
do
that
that?
choice?
I think that the choice was made for him. They only had room for 2. And I'm sorry, Luke.
Yeah, but I think Luke's good.
I feel like he's done some stuff in Hollywood. Obviously not to the level of Chris and Liam.
He there's a Thor movie, I think the second Thor movie, where
where there's a play within
doing the play within the play.
Yeah, and it's Matt Damon and
Luke Hemsworth.
yeah, that's good.
So he's part of the MCU.
He's in Hollywood.
Luke Hemsworth.
There you go.
But he's done a lot of good Australian stuff. Home and Away.
Well, there you go. What more do you need? Yeah, great.
Do you think he gave it a go though?
I feel like the 3 of them went over there together.
And then Chris looks like Chris, so he
Chris
got all
looks
the
like
gigs.
Liam looks better than Luke. And
Because
got in
I
a
also-
franchise as well. So
Like, I love Chris Hemsworth and I like Liam. I like Luke too. But
they're all good.
I don't feel like any of them are better actors than the other two.
They're not any of them are great actors. You know, probably Luke's probably the best actor.
Like, it's not like they all went over there and like, well, Chris is the only one with range, so the other two, sorry.
Yeah, Chris doesn't have range.
Yeah. So
He can't do an American accent.
it's just another story of the younger brothers being better at stuff than the older brother.
There you go.
Yes, I'm well aware of my older brother status
Yeah.
in this podcast.
Great.
But I do all the tech shit.
Yay.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Rainbow Popcorn. Am I wrapping it up there?
Yeah, why not?
What are you giving Deadloch out of 5?
Oh, out of 5, like a 4?
Yep, I'm going to give it a 4.5. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And I will watch it again at some point.
Great.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Rainbow Popcorn. Tell us some other things we should watch. Let's watch Jimpa.
I feel like we should watch
Yeah,
Jimpa.
I feel like we should watch Jimpa.
Watch it but not be available anywhere.
Yeah, well, we've probably got 2 days left to see it at the cinema before
it's gone.
somewhere else. We'll find it. Subscribe, like, comment, follow, share, rate, review. Thank you, Brett.
Thanks, Lee.